What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Ghost and Clover podcast live at SHOT Show 2026 here at the Bersa booth. We have some couple great guests here today. We're going to have 6 all together in this next hour. Before we kind of jump into those, welcome in our buddy Chris. Clover Tack, what's going on, homie? How's day one?
Day one. It's been busy.
Been busy, yeah, I bet.
Now we signed to make the donuts. Now we pay for the trip.
Yeah, that's it. We pay for the trip
Thank you,
right now.
Bersa,
Thank you, Bersa. We are brought to you by Bersa and Walk the Talk America. And like I said, what we're trying to do with this is bring a different side of SHOT Show to everybody. So we have obviously an industry. We also have an organization. We're trying to bridge those two sides of our industry together. Organizations that might need help, need some support. And obviously the industry that's trying to get their products out to the end user, which are you guys.
Can we take a minute and just acknowledge the beautiful tapestry behind us?
We are in a new setting this year. It's pretty nice. That's
awesome.
It is pretty nice.
That's awesome.
It is pretty nice.
Yeah. So
I guess we'll go first. So our first guest for this segment, 2018, I believe, is that correct? 2018, have you started? Okay, 2018. Our good friend Sarah Albrecht started an organization called Hold My Guns. I'm going to give you the brief, short thing of this, but she is a phenomenal person who's doing great work with helping people protect their rights in, let's say, weird circumstances of their lives, we'll say. So Hold My Guns. I'm going to let Sarah kind of go through here and explain to everybody that may not have heard of what you guys do, where you started this from, and what you guys are actually doing right now.
Thanks. So, yes, Hold My Guns is a 501c3 in the firearms community, and we partner with FFLs across the United States and provide voluntary firearm storage in times of need, no questions asked. And our work is helping to save lives, protect property, and preserve rights. So I'm really grateful. Right now we have 7 storage partners, and we continue to grow across the U.S. In fact, today I have Gary Sumi from American Trailhead from Georgia, one of our Georgia partners, with me today. So I'm just really grateful, and I love being at SHOT Show, and I just really appreciate the spirit of liberty that's here.
Yeah, a lot of, the industry is great, but people don't realize it's a big industry, but it's a really small industry. It's a really small group of people. We all kind of know each other in some way, fashion. If we don't know you, I know someone that does know you or whatever, and that's a really cool thing. And being able to do this, but what you guys are doing is a no questions asked grassroots. If someone needs help in any way, reach out, and you guys have partners. And if you don't have a partner where they are, there is a network that you can probably bring them to, correct?
There is. We are really grateful, and to your point, we have a beautiful firearms community, and community is such a protective factor, especially in difficult situations. So absolutely, if we don't have a storage partner near someone, then we help them to find a way to safely store their firearms.
So real quick, if someone's out there watching or listening in podcast form and they have a gun shop that their friend owns, or they own one themselves and they want to be part of this network, how can they, is there a way to get in touch with you guys and say, hey, I want to be part of this?
Yes, go to holdmyguns.org, and there's a contact form on there. Let us know that you're an FFL and that you're interested in working with us, and we'll help you get on your way to doing that. And if someone is in need of storage, reach out on that same contact form if you can't find a partner on our site. And we're also looking for sponsors for, different manufacturers or other organizations that want to work with us. We really appreciate the support from within the community. And it really, when there's support that comes from within the community, it really helps gun owners to have confidence knowing that this is our community looking out for each other.
So obviously having support and financial support from the industry as well, but if there's someone out there that just wants to, hey, this is a cool thing, can regular citizens donate to help the cause as well?
Absolutely, yes. And we're a 501c3, so they're tax-deductible donations.
Well, we are going to come back to Sarah in a little bit. I'm going to bring Chris in with Jordan, and we're going to let him talk, and then we're going to bridge both of these worlds for a few minutes as well. Hopefully.
Okay, we can do it.
We got Jordan from Meprolight. What is happening, man?
Not too much.
Thanks for coming by. Real quick, let me take a few minutes. Pretty obvious what you guys do, but there may be some people that live
Do
under
you
a
sell
rock.
water balloons?
That's our next product launch.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Nice. Red dot water balloons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be cool. Not gonna lie.
Anyway, go with what you guys tell the story there.
Yeah, so
the quick version.
we're an optics company, been around for 35 years, and our optics are used by militaries, law enforcement all around the world to
YouTubers sometimes too. I hear.
YouTubers once in a while, but sometimes they slip out. And YouTubers get a hold of them.
Only special ones.
Right. Very special.
Definitely special. But yeah, we make a really good, high quality, duty grade optics at affordable prices. So,
Right.
Yeah.
And so the lineup, I mean, rifle, pistol, long range, short range, kind of run through that a little bit.
We have it all. In the last 2 years, we've released everything from pistol red dots to 6 to 36 long range optics. So if no matter what type of shooting you're into, we have something for you. Tritium night sights, pistol red dots, rifle red dots, magnifiers, LPVOs, 3 to 18, 6 to 36. We got it all.
And I've looked around. I mean, we're talking Meprolight USA. It even says it on your badge. So Meprolight global overall, right?
Yeah. So we're an international Israeli company. And really in the last, I guess, 7 years now, we've made an effort to actually market in the U.S. and like be a player in the market here. And I think we've really made some headway now.
Right. Nice. All right. That's pretty straightforward. What Meprolight does.
Website, people want to go check it out.
Meprolight.com.
It's pretty simple, isn't
Yeah,
it? I mean,
go figure. Who would have thought?
I got a text from Midnight Range TM.
Wow. Nice.
Haven't heard from Travis.
Good to
in a while.
know
It's nice to hear from
Good
them.
to know Trav's still out there.
It's good to hear you, buddy.
Oh, yeah. So let's just have a little fun.
A little fun.
We were in the law enforcement. You guys are in the law enforcement here. The law enforcement.
Law enforcement hall.
Yeah. So we went in there. It's been a while. It's been a couple of years since I've been in there. Like the entire show this year. You can't walk. It's packed.
Yeah, it's busy.
It's crazy. Do you get that feeling?
This is the first time I've sat down all day.
Yeah.
So like it's been nonstop. I love talking about Meprolight products. So it's been fun. But I keep looking at my watch, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 12. The day is flying by.
Yeah.
So it is packed wall to wall.
Well, I was worried. We talked a little bit yesterday. In fact, I was at range day yesterday and immediately called you.
Yeah.
I was a little worried after range day yesterday. And then I got to the media room this morning and it was packed.
Yeah, it was.
And I thought, okay, this is a good sign. And then I got on the floor. It was the same way. I'm like, oh, okay. See,
I've been detached from over there because I had a meeting. I had to be here at my booth at 8 o'clock this morning, so I haven't even seen over there yet. And it's like I mean, how is it? It's been busy over here, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything over there. How is it? Everyone's like, it's busy. It's busy. I'm like, all right, that's good to hear.
Good
It's good to
turnout
hear.
this year.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
It's good to kind of see it back a little bit, you know.
Sarah, you missed last year.
I did.
Unfortunately. Yes. So you're back now. How does it feel to be back? What's it like?
It feels good. I just whenever I come to SHOT Show, it feels like coming home. I love checking out new gear and talking to people, and it's just it's a place where I feel like I can just let my hair down and relax and enjoy. And it's not a vacation, but it's something I look forward to.
Yeah, right.
You get to see people that maybe you only get to see once or twice a year, in person.
Yes.
And it's
and to
it's
be
really
able
cool.
to cheer for everybody and just encourage them in their work. I love SHOT Show for that.
Well, and we're talking about also cheering for him, but it's like catching up and see what's happened in the last year. Like I haven't seen you in a year. Like, and he's like, man, you've grown. Like what's going on? That's awesome. So just every year to year, you see companies that you didn't ever really hear of, and all of a sudden a year later they've blown up. You're like, wow, you had a great 2025 or whatever,
Yes, absolutely.
So let me ask this, because I talk with a lot of 2A organizations, a lot of advocates, and we always talk about how to further your project and your goals and your mission and what's going on. And one of the first things that I say, I'm gonna bring you can chime in on this too. Just this is a free for all. But one of the first things I tell them is that the sad thing is the vast majority of industry, they are a business first. So they
Yeah.
got to protect that bottom line. They got to look at what kind of return they're getting on their investment, regardless of how good the cause is. So I'm going to start, I guess, with Jordan and say, if you guys was to jump in and to help a Second Amendment organization, advocate, something like that, what would you be looking for, as a return, right?
Well, I want to say this, like, we still have hearts, right? Like,
Sure.
I still
I
have,
doubt that. You guys are the gun industry.
Jordan has a heart.
The blood of
gun
the innocent.
industry are not. They do not
Yeah.
have hearts in that
Yeah.
industry.
the secret is out, right? The
Yeah.
secret's out
Yeah.
to where, we have a heart. We care about people,
Yeah.
whether it's a great cause like Sarah's, or if it's a veterans cause, or something to support the Second Amendment community. I've been, if you know anything about me personally, I've been a massive advocate for the Second Amendment for over a decade,
Right.
right? So that is something I will personally never stop advocating for, is Second Amendment rights. So, we still have hearts. We still care, and sometimes, bosses can be a little penny pinching and holding
Well,
to
it is a
things, but
business. I guess
yeah.
let me elaborate it more, and I'll tell you kind of what I tell the advocates, the organizations, is approach this kind of the same way media would approach this.
Mm-hmm.
Media wants a lot of the newbies, right? They want to go into a booth. You deal with this a lot, I'm sure. They go in and it's like, what could you send me?
What can you do for me?
Like, hey, can you send this to me? I need you to help me out. I need you to sponsor my channel. I need you to do this. Rather than coming to you and say, hey, I want to do this for you in exchange for X, Y, and Z,
Yeah.
right? And it's that back and forth. Like, I need your help, but in the process, I'm going to help you too. And I guess that's what I'm looking at. What could advocates, organizations, what could they do for Meprolight to strengthen that bond and to where you guys are kind of getting something back? Because if you don't exist, if you're out of business because you're giving away all your money, you do nobody any good.
Exactly.
Right.
I would say we want an opportunity to grow together. Right. So we partner with other brands, nonprofits. We have several veterans that work for Meprolight, and we support a lot of veterans causes through this because it's something that resonates with us. It resonates with the ethos of our brand. But we also have ways to where we can grow together, to where who we're working with grows, to where we grow. So more people are recognizing with that. People see Meprolight supporting, whether it's a veterans cause or and we were talking earlier, maybe we could work together potentially. Like,
You heard it here first.
potentially.
Getting Jordan in trouble.
Well, I guess to get off into the weeds of the specifics. So, like shout outs, right? Like social media, like get on an Instagram real quick and go, hey, you know what? Meprolight's really helping out my cause, my organization, my mission. They got some cool stuff. Just to jump over there and you can check them out. Just little things like that, right?
What we could also do, and I'm not speaking for us here, but in a general sense, is these organizations, let's say someone like Sarah's, where they work directly with gun shops, right? Well, guess what? These gun shops might see that she's partnering with Jordan. They're like, Meprolight. Maybe they start carrying Meprolight in those gun shops because they have partnered with Sarah. So there's a weird circle of life.
There is something to be said about shops, especially smaller shops.
Bringing validation from both sides almost.
That if you actively support 2A efforts and stuff, they'll go out of their way to do business with you and sell your products.
You're spot on, Chris. And that's exactly with Hold My Guns. That's something that we do. For example, one of our board members is Grant Lessard from Mantis, and he's done a phenomenal job of working with our FFL partners to make sure that they have Mantis product stocked. So one of the cool things is when you're working with Hold My Guns, that people come to knowing that you are an FFL in the firearms community that actually cares about their customers, and they have a higher caliber of customer because they have a good reputation. And the same thing with brands that sponsor Hold My Guns, that we can make sure that our storage partners, our FFL partners are connected. But it also says a lot about those brands that we actually care about people. And I know we're kind of joking about that, and Jordan's like, I have a heart. But I mean, if we take a step back and we're like, why do we carry a firearm anyway? It's to protect the people that we love. It's rooted in the fact that we value life, and we want for people to make life affirming choices, including protecting and defending people whom we love. So it really is, I realize that the media can really go off and make it sound like gun owners are terrible, heartless people. That's staying frosty is a very different thing than being heartless. And I wish that people would recognize that. But the whole reason why we care about firearms and we carry them and we care about the right to bear arms is because we value life in the first place. And that's Hold My Guns is just an extension of that. It's helping people and it's supporting them in the decisions that they need to make for their own household. So, and to Jordan's point, like the firearms community is not heartless. In fact, it's quite the opposite, which is again one of the reasons why I love being a shot.
But I think that's the stigma of us as an industry.
It's very sad
that they just like, oh, well, you must like guns, so you must not care about life. Like that's why most of us, that's why we like you said,
yes,
to preserve life. You know?
We got to get going. Unfortunately,
I mean, already been that minute's already gone. That time
when you're in the Thunderdome. We've got real quick. Let's go through this because we've got Walk the Talk America. I think maybe Kevin and Next Level Armament that'll be up in a minute. So make sure you're hanging around after the intermission for that. But before we go to intermission, I guess real quick since Sarah started, Meprolight.com. We know that social media accounts. Any other place that folks can look at your stuff?
Do me a favor, go to our YouTube and subscribe.
The YouTube. There you go. Subscribe on the tubes.
You might see a familiar face on that channel.
No one wants to see that face. No one wants to see that face.
It's blurred.
Look at this face. It's only it's a face for radio.
Yeah, this is true. My apologies to the video side. The audio side's okay though. Thanks for jumping in.
Absolutely.
And for everything you do with me and my channel too.
For sure.
So I'm sure folks out there already know that.
Subscribe to him, please.
Yeah, or don't. I don't care. Sarah, same for you. Where can folks find you, follow you, donate, whatever?
Absolutely. And if you go to holdmyguns.org, you can click on the donate button, and our socials pretty much everywhere is holdmyguns.org. So we're on X, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So check us out there, get in touch, get involved, and just
spread the word.
Spread the word. The firearms community is a protective factor. We all got to look out for each other.
Awesome.
I love it. Thank you guys for coming on. I know it's a rush thing, and I didn't realize it had been that minute's time, but I think thank you for both of you guys for doing what you do. It's awesome to see, once again, bridging the communications and the relationships between the industry, organizations, and passing those on to the consumers, if you will, or the people that kind of make up why we're here, right? And so getting a chance to get you in front of all these people is great, but introducing people, making those relationships work, and you know what? Exchanging business cards. You never know 5 years from now where both you guys could be on a 15-minute podcast, you know?
Yeah. Hang around. We got to bolt. We got to get our next guest lined out.
We got a hard stop time tonight because we have to be out of this.
Yeah, we got to move fast. Yeah, because we do got a hard stop.
So. Versa's got lawyers coming in, so we need to be out of here.
So stand by for the standby.
Stand by.
Bersa has been a leading manufacturer for over 60 years. At Bersa, they understand that your safety is non-negotiable, and that's why they've crafted a line of exceptional firearms that redefine excellence. Their state-of-the-art manufacturing ensures every firearm is meticulously crafted to the highest standards, guaranteeing reliability and accuracy when it matters most. Whether you're a seasoned professional or a first-time gun owner, Bersa has a perfect solution for your needs. From the sleek and compact Thunder series, ideal for concealed carry, to the powerful and versatile BAR rifle, their range of firearms are designed for shooters who demand excellence in performance and design. Their commitment to safety and precision has made them a trusted choice for law enforcement agencies and responsible gun owners alike. In a world where mental health is often overlooked, one organization is leading the charge. Walk the Talk America, a force for change, breaking down stigmas and fostering conversations that matter. At Walk the Talk America, they believe in the power of dialogue to reshape the narrative surrounding mental health. Their mission is simple but profound: to bridge the gap between mental health and firearms, because they understand that the real change starts with understanding, empathy, and open conversation. Tune into their groundbreaking podcast, Guns and Mental Health, where experts, advocates, and survivors share their stories and insights. It's not just a podcast, it's a movement towards a more compassionate and informed society. Join them as they organize events, workshops, and outreach programs to build a community that supports mental health without judgment. Join me in supporting Walk the Talk America and visit their website, walkthetalkamerica.org, to be part of the change.
Right now, 107 million firearm owners and 174 million conservative Americans have nowhere to turn for mental health support that respects their values. Billion-dollar apps push agendas that alienate us, leaving our community underserved and overlooked. I'm Dr. D.B. Palmer, founder of 2A Mental Health, the only conservative, faith-driven mental wellness app built by and for our community. Our 12-week resiliency program delivers hope through coaching, community, and care aligned with faith, family, and freedom. We're disrupting a $30 billion market that's ignored conservatives for too long. Scan the QR code now and help us raise $48,000 to launch this movement. Together, we're transforming lives with mental health support that finally honors who we are.
Well, guys, we do invite you to go check out both ours and Clover's YouTube channels. Ours is Ghost Tactical.
Back. We are back. Welcome back to segment 2, day 1. We're back streets, back.
Oh, I wasn't going there.
All right, I'll go there.
You tell these guys didn't set up the booth because they're not tired of shit yet.
Yeah.
I'm pretty tired.
I've been on my. This is
Hate
the
to
first
tell
one I
you.
sat down today.
yeah.
Was at this. I was really looking forward to the podcast today. But we are back, segment 2, day 1, SHOT Show 2026 here at the Bersa booth, brought to you by our good friends at Bersa and Walk the Talk America. Our first segment of this, segment of this segment.
Segment of the next
segment. Of the segment.
Same thing.
So you guys obviously know, if you've been watching Chris or I's channel at all for the last 6-7 years, this has not left my wrist in I don't even know how long. But Walk the Talk America has been a big part of our missions. We believe in what Mike and Kevin and KD and all these guys are involved in Walk the Talk America. I would say pinkest, but not really. You know?
Not really, yeah.
But what they're doing with this organization and battling and bringing together the mental health side to the firearms world has been great. Walk Talk America has a great podcast that Mike and Kevin are highly involved in. But we're going to give you a few minutes and talk about what your mission is and what you guys are doing and kind of explain to people that might be living under a rock at this point.
Well, and also,
yeah.
I think you've got something. I think you and Mike talked about something you were going to talk about, too.
Oh, you got an announcement or something?
Oh,
nice. Here we go.
I don't know about an announcement, but it was kind of a planned speech, if you will, I think. But anyway, go ahead. Whatever's on your mind, dude.
You have the floor, sir.
So I'm Kevin Berry, Marketing Director of Walk the Talk America. We're bridging the gap between guns and mental health. And the exciting and challenging part is in a lot of different ways. So we're training mental health clinicians how to understand gun owners better. We're having Kids to Kings of inner city youth and training them the positives use of firearms.
I seen Devin on the floor earlier.
Yep.
Matter of fact,
Yeah, they're here at SHOT. I'm going to the research conference and educating researchers on the different storage devices out there, not just cable locks, and being able to advance their research. So we were just at that conference in November.
You guys have been traveling a lot. Just let people know they're spreading the word a lot of places this year.
It is, yeah. It's fun and exciting, and it's fun because everybody has something different they love. Your answer might be different than Clover's.
That's true.
Your most valuable thing Walk the Talk America does, which makes it fun for me as marketing, but also challenging. It's not coming to a product where, you know what they're coming in for and their interests. You have to kind of be agile and talk about all the different programs, from the free and anonymous mental health screenings that kind of was the start of it, getting those in different manufacturers' boxes, giving people access to checking on themselves mentally, and just where it's grown. Now we have mental health plan, all the different resources available.
Yeah, the cool thing about the podcast, if you've never watched that, is the way that people open up.
Absolutely.
They tell their stories, and it really humanizes everybody. Like everybody, mental health affects everybody. We all know that. But sometimes we want to shy away from that. We want to push that under the rug, and and it helps to talk about it a lot of times. And the podcast, I think, is a place to do that, which is awesome. So it's not just beneficial for the person that's doing the storytelling, but some of the stories just hit me hard that come through there. Because I'm thinking, man, I kind of been through that. I kind of thought the same way and had the same issues. Like, that's nuts,
Yeah, it's cool to normalize the conversation, and everybody struggles. And then we also get to wrap it up with how do you stay mentally healthy with each guest?
Absolutely.
And each guest has a different answer. They
Which
might
is
be
great because somebody listening or watching, they may not understand how they can prepare themselves and how they can deal with it. You're getting encouraged to say, well, if he's talking about his stuff, I can talk about mine. And you, like you said, you're saying, how do you deal with it? Well, here's what I do every day. There's someone out there that says, I've never thought about that. And now they wake up every day and now they have a plan. And now everyone's mental health and all that. I think Mike said it when we first started, he said, I want people to be able to talk about mental health like they do a common cold. Everyone's scared to talk about mental health. But if we break down these barriers and we're able to talk to people about like a common cold, then we've achieved something.
absolutely. Yeah, it's normal to go into physical therapy for your body, but that same culture isn't there yet for mental health.
Absolutely.
So let's bring Dave in.
Hi. Dave doesn't live here anymore.
Dave's not here, man. Actually, Dave is here. Dave is here, man. So it's awesome. Next level armament. Now, when we open up, you got you're a man of many hats. You were talking about some other projects you got.
Yes.
Definitely want to talk about those.
Yes.
Let's key out on next level right quick though.
Gotcha.
Simply because suppressors are the fucking thing in
They
this
are
show. I
the
can assure
thing.
you.
It's
Every
not crazy.
booth, I swear, every booth I went into, they're like, yeah, we make baseball caps and suppressors.
By the way,
You're like, okay.
Lyman made a suppressor. Lyman has a suppressor.
There's
this
several
year.
companies
Isn't
you
that
would not think.
insane? Like
It's
Lyman?
nuts. Yeah, it's nuts. Tell us a little bit about next level.
So Next Level Manufacturing is the parent company that does all the machining, right? So you'll see every year I go to SHOT Show, I have a different company that I'm with.
Uh-huh.
We do machining for like 37 different companies in
Wow.
the industry.
Okay.
So suppressors are something that's like not new to us.
Yeah.
We started manufacturing our own suppressors we designed 5 years ago. And you get into this threshold of manufacturing capacity and throughput, right? It used to take us about 14 weeks to build our Gen 1 suppressors because internal baffle systems got coded, each end got coded, right? Get them all back, you put them all together, they fuck them up. I mean, you get into a whole world of things, right?
Right.
And, then we started going to the 3D printed versions. And what our internals have vortices that break up the airflow each way, go up, up, up. The gas goes out the front of the can, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then we get into like a graphene coating, so it dissipates heat much faster, increases the surface area. So now we can turn those around really quickly, right?
Right.
So that's a game changer. What you're starting to see is people are going to fight this barrier of print time versus what its benefits going to be, and that's going to affect cost, right?
Yep.
So if you design this super crazy internal thing that loses you 2 decibels but costs $2,000,
Right.
is it worth it? So that's where you're going to start seeing a lot of polymer stuff come out. We were first to market with a carbon fiber 3-ounce can for 22s.
That's what I was going to
Yeah,
say. That's
yep,
the 22 that put you on my radar.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that we do to the carbon fiber before we print it, after we print it, and orientation of the
Right.
material and things we do to make them last.
Yep.
I got over 12,000 rounds in our first demo unit, and those baffles still aren't worn out. You're seeing guys right now that are they're blowing them apart after like 100 rounds, right?
Wow.
There's another stage suppressor we're in design on right now. Basically, that whole sleeve that'll press inside, which will be your baffle stack. That's made of PEEK, which is I think it's a 600-degree
Whoa.
Fahrenheit plastic, right? And you can fuse that with other polymers. Now a roll of that's $450 compared to $20-$30 in standard polymer, right?
Right.
So this is going to be something we're designing for actual hunters, right? Somebody's going to go out rapid fire. This
Right.
thing can run up to 600-700 degrees and still be good. But the other models, the Inconel and Hastelloys and all that stuff, still king of full autos.
Right.
Titanium for pretty much average day shooters, and then we have some stainless models. So you're going to see a lot more of these powdered alloys start to come into play as well. So the future's looking bright for a lot of people. The biggest fear, I think, for consumers is getting them from companies that are just starting getting into that industry
Yep.
or have never done it before.
Yep.
Like the industry has been hit hard the past couple of years. How many of these companies this is our Hail Mary, holy God, hopefully this
Yeah.
saves us.
Right.
So are they going to be around for warranty claims? Are they going to be around for service? Are they going to be,
Agreed.
so just little things to think about when you're jumping into the suppressor market. But yeah, so Next Level Armament is the portion that does the manufacturing of the suppressors and the firearms related stuff. All the other stuff we do is just industry friends and stuff. And we do a lot of in-flight Wi-Fi connectivity. I'm a big tech nerd, so
Okay.
that's right in our wheelhouse. When you get on the airplane, you get the internet. We build that at the parent company.
Right.
Then we have
That's cool.
die cutting that does all the packaging and assembly and all that stuff
Yeah.
too. So.
Now with the $0 tax stamp, how's things going with that?
It's insane.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, so
figured.
that I just designed that like that's a, you're going to throw it on your, 322 and take your kid out shooting and whatever, your M&P 1522 and just go have a great time. Right. We priced it, $150. Anybody can afford it.
This is crazy.
It's amazing.
It's crazy.
And now you take that 200, we were selling them like crazy when the stamp was there. And now they're just $150.
Yeah.
The weird part about that conversation is everybody didn't want to get a can because they don't want to be on the government's radar. Well, I call bullshit because everybody's buying cans.
Yeah. Right.
It was the
Right.
$200.
It was
Let's
the
be
$200,
honest.
yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's shift it over. And I guess we'll start with you, Dave, because you're kind of extracurricular. You said you had some extra stuff going on.
Yeah.
You had already been in talks, I think, with Sunini.
I actually
So-
chatted with you guys probably 6-7 months ago. So like I said earlier, I'm a big tech nerd. I started mining cryptocurrency when it was $5.16. I built out a big private equity mine where it had smart contracts connected to it. So as it mined, it would automatically deploy to investors' wallets.
Whoa.
So went through and did all that fun stuff, early adopter. I've always seen cryptocurrency as a way for the firearms community to perpetually fund organizations like these guys.
Right.
And more about banks and all that.
yeah,
They don't
so-
necessarily like us.
A wise man once told me, he said, if you have money and you want to buy something and it doesn't exist, that's the product you need to build, right?
Right.
So we started building out technology for the firearms industry that's blockchain based. So one is a payment gateway. We can't be debanked. I can't tell you how many times a company's got bought by a liberal company and all of a sudden they just hold on to my money.
Right.
I'm like, cool, you can kick me out, but can I have my money back?
Right.
So we're removing that with a payment gateway, right? Merchants can pay in crypto, they can pay in anything. Well, the nice part about that, and then we're doing the bound books also on chain. So that way it's not on a centralized database, right? And it's unhackable. Well, we're doing an Arsenal record keeper we just launched in January. All this is related to Tabor, which is a cryptocurrency project. The goal of that cryptocurrency project, you look at the founders, it's Vortex Optics, it's large companies that do billions of dollars, right? It's never about the money for the companies that founded it. What we're trying to do is create these 3 product suites to start that firearms industry will use, and then we donate dollars every month to organizations like these guys, and that's actually how I have met and chatted with them in the past. So
Nice.
it's just very small world. We happen to be walking in here at the same time, and I'm like, I know that name.
Right.
So yeah, they're one of the organizations we're evaluating right now.
Yeah, really neat that the scheduling kind of
Just
worked
happened
out.
to
Like,
work
just
out,
happened
yeah.
to work.
It's literally the word I said the first time we looked at. We need to make something that can perpetually fund organizations to fight a tyrannical government
Yep.
and support the community.
Yeah,
That's it.
agreed.
And I'm
That's it.
sitting right next to him.
That's it. Well,
Jump in,
speaking
Gavin.
of him, so you guys are got some plans possible this year to expand. Is that what you're trying to do? A little expand what you guys are, the message, expand the message, but expand how you're going to get the message out, possibly.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
definitely growing. We got our first grants this year, which gives
Awesome.
us much needed funds to grow to be able to continue to show up at research conferences. But yeah, like you say, getting the message out there and having an effective message is the key, because when we work with these researchers, some of it's just pointing out blind spots when they say, hey, store your firearm separate from your ammunition. That can be a deal breaker for a lot of gun owners. Of like, oh, someone breaks in the door. What are you going to say? Hey, hold on. Let me go across the room to get in my closet to get the ammo.
Right.
To where they just lose them right away, to where we're helping advise some of them on how to help their messaging.
So real quick, I know that you guys and Mike especially, and Jake and DB and all these guys, the last few years have been really out there in these mental health conferences, and a lot of these people don't really know what you guys do. Have you guys, how big of an impact have you seen the last couple of years from where people didn't want you there to now you're actually being asked to come to these conferences? How big is that turned around for you guys?
It's been huge, and it still grows each time.
Yeah.
Mike spoke at the research conference, not this year, but the previous year, and now we're invited back, and we were the first one to get a table at the research conference when some of the products that we were showing off to the researchers, weren't even allowed to be in the research conference,
Yep.
but because we've built some trust in those environments, we were invited
It's
into.
amazing.
You know,
How can an average nerd like me or somebody that's listening, just how can we help make more awareness for your organization just at like the street level? Is it sharing your podcast? Is it socials? Like, where are you seeing the most benefit from average people help grow your organization, and how can we help?
I like that.
Find
I like
what
that.
you love. If it's social media, share the
Yep.
post on social media. That we do podcast clips after each episode. You have the podcast. Hey, check this out. Refer it to a friend that might need it. Hey, this guest is struggling. You might love them. You can always support us on the website financially. There's multiple ways.
Something that I've done since a very early time. Now, you guys have the flyers that go out. You have
Yep.
some wonderful industry partners that
Yep.
put those flyers. Some of them even have stuff on the packaging,
Yes.
which is amazing.
Yeah.
But one thing that I did before the flyers were really a thing, is I would go and print them off. This
Yep.
was before you had any industry partners, and I would go to the local gun shops and
Mhm.
say, "Hey, will you hand these out to people or give them with the used guns? Or when new guns come in, and this, you're a
Mhm.
distributor and whatever, you got to open the guns up and you got to check them in. You got in all of that anyway. Double of a flyer and throw it in the box,
Exactly.
And so you can do what they're doing, where they're making these shows and getting industry partners to do that at the manufacturer level. You can do that at the gun shop level. Just simply by printing off some copies. How expensive is it to get copies?
If nothing
made?
else,
It's not.
sharing out the link to the free mental health.
That works.
A lot of that's what we started out
Yeah.
at ground level is, hey, if you don't know what you don't know, here's a link. Go get a free mental health screen. It's no one's going to track who you are. We're not saving any of these. We're not mining information. It's if you think you might have an issue, here's the first step is finding out where do I stand, and that's huge as well.
Yeah. Check in on yourself.
Yeah.
Yearly, you might go to your doctor for
That's
a physical.
And
Yearly, pop onto the free and anonymous mental health
Absolutely.
screenings. How you doing?
right.
Way less invasive than the physical as well.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. With WTTA, it's one of the things, you mentioned Mike and these conferences and stuff, and things truly do happen for a reason.
Yeah.
I don't think WTTA even gets off the ground without Michael fucking Zadini.
No.
Like it don't happen. And because he's got such a knack at these conferences, he's got such a knack for talking to anti-gun, like we hate you and we hate your industry people. He's just got patience with them. And he's got this way of
He ends up.
listening.
They end up being friends at the end of their arguments.
Yeah.
It's like, how does that happen?
It's amazing. It's got to come from his days of being a model, a supermodel.
A bugle boy model does help.
He's so pretty they can't resist
He is
him.
pretty.
That's what it is. So we gotta move on. But as far as we'll start with I guess WTTA, as far as following you guys, get the free health screening, the podcast, rattle off how we can do all that.
WTTA.org is the website. You can follow us on social, Walk the Talk US on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever social media platform you like. And if you need to reach out for any resources, you can email me directly, Kevin@WTTA.org.
Yeah. And Dave, unfortunately, if we rattle off
Do
the
we have
website-
37 websites that you can rattle off real quick?
Well, what I was thinking,
Honestly, I don't want to say anything about anything I do. I just want to bring these guys up again. Walk the Talk America.
Well, you guys, Next Level Armament, you guys
Yeah,
are on the
yeah.
socials.
Yeah,
Folks can
they'll-
find you.
they'll find
They can
us.
do their thing.
Priority's checking these dudes out, though, for sure. Everybody at home.
No,
They
100%.
kick ass.
But
Yeah,
as I said on the previous podcast, if you guys aren't able to make a buck, you can't give that buck
You're
to
right,
worthy
you're right.
organizations, right?
And this is what this whole podcast, when we decided to do this podcast 3 years ago, it was to do this right here. Bridge industry and organizations that need to help each other and
That's beautiful.
introduce people and say, hey, you may not know this person, but y'all need to meet.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what this is all about right here.
Exactly. So what we got? Who we got next?
I have no
We got,
idea.
NRA. We got Amanda Sufcool,
Right on.
reformer board member
Reformer board
with
member.
the
Yes,
NRA.
yes.
So that's going to be interesting. And we've got hopefully Rob's in here with Bersa.
Who
Hopefully.
knows? Who
But,
knows?
So we will be
Can you
back.
tell them I'm sorry for the sweat inside these headphones?
Sweat.
I don't think he's going to even notice.
He won't. He won't. So once again, stand by for that standby. We will. We'll return shortly.
Stand by.
Bersa has been a leading manufacturer for over 60 years. At Bersa, they understand that your safety is non-negotiable, and that's why they've crafted a line of exceptional firearms that redefine excellence. Their state-of-the-art manufacturing ensures every firearm is meticulously crafted to the highest standards, guaranteeing reliability and accuracy when it matters most. Whether you're a seasoned professional or a first-time gun owner, Bersa has a perfect solution for your needs. From the sleek and compact Thunder series, ideal for concealed carry, to the powerful and versatile BAR rifle, their range of firearms are designed for shooters who demand excellence in performance and design. Their commitment to safety and precision has made them a trusted choice for law enforcement agencies and responsible gun owners alike. In a world where mental health is often overlooked, one organization is leading the charge. Walk the Talk America, a force for change, breaking down stigmas and fostering conversations that matter. At Walk the Talk America, they believe in the power of dialogue to reshape the narrative surrounding mental health. Their mission is simple but profound: to bridge the gap between mental health and firearms, because they understand that the real change starts with understanding, empathy, and open conversation. Tune into their groundbreaking podcast, Guns and Mental Health, where experts, advocates, and survivors share their stories and insights. It's not just a podcast, it's a movement towards a more compassionate and informed society. Join them as they organize events, workshops, and outreach programs to build a community that supports mental health without judgment. Join me in supporting Walk the Talk America and visit their website, walkthetalkamerica.org, to be part of the change.
Right now, 107 million firearm owners and 174 million conservative Americans have nowhere to turn for mental health support that respects their values. Billion-dollar
All right, we are back. Third and final segment of the First Day of SHOT Show. Whew, nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah,
So-
Backstreet's back all right, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And we've got Rob here with Bersa. We got Amanda Cool with NRA. You may know of that organization. So
Yeah.
And we'll start with you, Amanda.
Okay.
Folks may know you from Eye on the Target Radio, right?
Right.
She
Yeah.
might
She might be known in the industry for a lot of different things. Yeah.
A little bit of that. Well, so
Yeah, some we can't talk about, I don't think.
The first one, we'll just say that I am the only nationally syndicated female in the Second Amendment radio sphere. So the only one in the
one.
United States.
There have been many that try but never could succeed.
Never got this. Yeah, there's podcasts. I mean, we do that too, but the national syndication
Yep.
is the
That's
piece.
huge.
Right.
It is.
It's huge.
Well,
But it's a novelty because I'm blonde and a girl. So
The
Yeah, that's why you've been so successful. It has nothing to do that you knew what you're talking about and are
hey,
well referenced in
it
this whole
doesn't
area.
hurt. It
And honestly, it doesn't hurt, but yeah.
I brought you in, or we brought you in because of the NRA, and I mean, the NRA really doesn't need an introduction, or I don't think, or whatever. But recent events in the NRA do need a little bit of
Little
explaining,
bit.
Lucy.
A little
okay.
bit.
There's some cool things, some I think positive things, and good
Uh-huh.
things happening,
Mhm.
and I think they started a little bit before you got on the board, did they not?
I was the class of 2023.
Okay.
So if you're talking reformers, that kind of stuff, I was there before the first batch of official labeled reformers were the 4 for Reform in the class of 2024.
Okay.
And then the next batch in 2025 and now by the time we get to this one, which I'm back up, because it's a 3-year term, it will be amazing.
So
That's great to hear.
it is great to hear.
Great to hear.
So
It's-
just
it's
ask questions.
nice.
I'll answer what I can. There's
well,
stuff I
more
can't say maybe, but
Yeah,
Right.
it's nice to hear that people didn't give up on NRA as
Oh, no.
much as we were disgusted by some of the
Oh,
things that
man.
happened. We need the NRA. We need a strong NRA for the industry. But it's nice to hear
Well-
people say, "Hey, we can still make this change. We haven't given up on making the change yet."
well, people said to me when I ran originally, they're like, the NRA is a mess. It is a mess. Why now? Why are you getting in now? Why don't you wait? And I was like, why now is because it needs me.
Because it's a mess.
It needs me. And personally for me, I'm a degreed engineer. So in addition to all the radio stuff, I actually have a patent in hydrogen generation heat transfer.
Well, right now.
Do you provide like pop-up picture books? I don't understand what that means.
Like, what was that?
I'm not very smart.
I'm just saying, but no, so I'm just saying that I did a lot of that stuff. That's some interesting noise. It's like
That's
doomsday.
Do we have a music
Like,
or?
I think the Emperor just arrived on the
Yeah.
Death Star or something.
Something.
not sure
Wow.
that
I don't know.
is
Is that like
Yeah.
in the building?
It was like,
Yeah,
look at this. I
so-
get my own music to go with
over
this.
in the other office.
Like,
Gotcha.
what in the
Okay.
world?
Right.
Trying to do a podcast over here.
Hey, dude.
Dun, dun,
So
dun.
now, so it's been this. So I spent a lot of time in my career doing like corporate turnaround stuff, you know, that kind of thing. So when the NRA, it just kind of, for my skill set, it kind of fit. And then when you look at some of the other people that are in the 4 for Reform or the Next 20 or the people that are there's some amazing people that are fighting so hard for this turnaround of the NRA. And I can tell you that the NRA truly turned around. Most people won't recognize it, but it truly turned around at 11 p.m. in September in 2024.
Okay.
I mean, I can tell you the exact motion that was made on the floor when the old guard lost, we won, and they tucked tail and they ran.
Yeah.
And Stephen Gutowski from the Reload was standing there waiting, you know, kind of watching the stuff. And I said, do you know what that was? And he said, no, not really. I said, that was where it hit bottom and it's turned back around and we have got them on the run.
Great.
Nice. Now, I guess real quick before we
Yeah.
bring Rob in and then go to some open
Okay.
discussion stuff.
Sorry about this. I get
No,
Get
I'm-
ready,
I-
bud.
I'm-
Get ready.
I'm fascinated actually.
Yeah.
You know,
So the voting for NRA board is coming up. Right.
magazines hit some people's mailboxes today.
Oh, wow.
So
And
voting
they're-
started today and will run for 10 weeks.
So for those that are NRA members and can vote, are there any names that you can throw out that should help continue the momentum?
yeah, vote for me, Amanda Suffolk.
Obviously.
No, there's we actually have a reform website called electanewNRA.com.
Okay.
So electanewNRA.com, and there's 22 names on there.
Nice. Okay.
And so
22.
22.
That's fantastic.
And so we have
Yep.
vetted them. Some of them are brand new people. Some of them are names you'll know that have not been on the board before, that own gun companies or scope companies or that type of stuff. I mean, so they're people in the industry. They're business owners and logic minded. And I mean,
Nice.
because
Okay.
frankly, to be rude, we had way too many lawyers and not enough businessmen. And
No,
we've
fair.
switched over.
Speaking of lawyers, that's what's cutting our show short today.
that
Oh,
is-
no.
yes.
So
We
no.
live in a hard stop time today.
Yeah.
right. So let's get Rob in here real quick,
Okay.
and then we go. So Rob may have questions for Amanda for all we
He
know.
might.
So we got Rob
Yeah,
from.
listening. This I think it's great. We needed the change.
Well, I
Obviously.
appreciate that. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying anything that not everybody knows here.
Right.
So
Right.
that's wonderful. I'm gonna check out that website too.
Yeah. Yeah.
To see what's
So what's new? What's going on with Bersa? We got a beautiful backdrop.
That's
this year,
amazing.
which is
Yeah,
awesome.
amazing.
You know,
the
well,
parts of
my
running
boss-
the parts of running a gun company, huh?
Right.
Yeah,
Right. He's
The hazards of
that's
it.
my boss said, where are you?
This just in.
Seriously.
Right.
He's like, are you near?
Like, no,
I am marketing the company, sir.
live as we speak.
Marketing. See us?
So
Should we take a selfie for your boss? Or
Yeah,
you can see it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell him to watch the podcast.
Right.
There you go.
Right.
But you know, here again, it's crazy. It's my 30th shot show.
Yeah. You said you had meetings
30.
at the Wazoo
All day,
this
like
year.
this, I almost told you I probably couldn't even be in here to do this.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And you really don't need to be, because obviously you got
He's
somebody who
looking
needs
for
you
you.
right
Yeah.
now.
God only knows. But yeah, we got a new booth and a bunch of new
Beautiful, by the
products,
way.
Love it.
and we're excited, and the booth has been busy, and I've had more meetings scheduled this year. So you know, the whole Bersa USA project is I'm starting to really see it.
Yeah.
Turn the corner into something. I mean, we were excited about it from the get go, but
Right.
the people are starting to realize what we're doing, and you know that we're doing something totally different than what Bersa would be traditionally known for,
Sure.
which is, you know, inexpensive, good quality
You're much
maybe
more
dated.
than you're much more than the Thunder at this point.
Yeah, it's been an interesting evolution from the Thunder to the, now.
Yeah. So we've got our 2011s out there, which is our, I guess I'm supposed to say 1911 double
You
stack.
got the ARs out there now.
Our ARs are doing. We sell tons of those ARs overseas.
Right.
I mean, the Argentine National Police is buying them. So the market's tough here in the U.S., as we all know, but we're happy with where that's going.
Right.
So lots of cool new things on the horizon that some are here, maybe some are not, but we're talking about them.
Right.
They'll be out in the next few months. And,
Well, then we talked previously with Natioal Armament about suppressors, but you guys are doing suppressors too.
yeah, we've got a little.
So with all the hoopla this year, that's the big thing.
we introduced those last year.
Yeah.
And they're, I mean, their cans are a must right now.
Right. Yeah.
So they're doing really well. I think people are just buying what they can.
Right.
Which is really cool. So just the same old stuff, watching it grow and being
That's
excited.
interesting thing, because I was going to ask both of you guys. The last couple years has been, let's say, tough for our industry, to say the least.
Yeah.
This year, the vibes kind of seems, it's day one, I get it, but the vibes kind of cool. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Where do you guys think 2026, is it going to be a continuation of the last couple of years? Are y'all hopeful? Are y'all seeing trends already happening?
Go ahead.
Here's what I'm seeing is that people have not been able to have. I mean, that $200 for the suppressor has held them back.
Yep.
They've never really looked at short-barreled rifles and short-barreled short-barreled shotguns as a viable option for them. And all of a sudden, you're seeing them places, and everybody's like, "Oh, I think I need one of those, and I need one of these." So I think right now this industry is going to be driven by the new, unique things, because if it's the standard. They've already got it. They can wait. It's none of that. But this innovative stuff, and I believe that they don't really trust the government enough to say that this $200 tax stamp is going to stay.
Right.
Exactly.
And so they're
Get 'em
like,
while you
there's
can.
a rush right now.
Use this window.
Yeah.
I mean, and I feel the same way. I think we're going to see some industry growth, but it's going to be in those things that people couldn't get their hands on before, or they didn't want to get their hands on it because they didn't pay. And
I don't want the government tracking me.
And they didn't want to wait what used to be amount to many, many months after you put your money down.
Now it's days.
And now it's hours. Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes hours.
And I think that maybe the unattainable stuff that's now so easily attainable is going to drive a lot of business. I mean, SBRs.
I'm ordering one before I go home. I'm just telling you. I had no desire to ever have one. I mean, it was not even on my radar. And I'm like, these are so cute.
Just one.
One.
Yeah, well, they're just cute.
Just to get her started.
I want to toss something out to you guys, because this is the funniest thing that I heard. Did you guys hear that somebody, when the tax stamp went to zero, somebody registered a potato in the silencer stuff? Somebody has a sense of humor. I think that is the best.
That is amazing.
Somebody would troll by doing a pillow or something.
Potato.
I like the potato. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But the unattainable stuff, whatever you want to call it, and then obviously new products.
Yeah.
New products that that's what drives it, and I think otherwise it's going to be fairly flat. I think like just how it's been.
Just like consistent.
You just got to keep coming out with new stuff.
I think it's got to be new and innovative.
And that's the thing is the last couple of years has probably brought companies from innovations. Like it's slow. We don't want to spend money on R&D and all of that.
Well, I think the other thing
a lot of money.
is you've got to look at it. I think the other place that there's money to be had is in the women's market.
Yeah,
I mean, so you look at it.
Definitely.
Women have a pair of black shoes, and then they have a pair of red shoes, and then they have a pair of teal shoes, and then they have a pair.
It ain't just women.
I'm just saying. Okay, as I'm looking at every color on your shirt, there, Clover.
We both like the colored shoes, so
I brought 6 pairs of shoes to SHOT Show, so I don't want to hear it. It ain't just women. Quit being sexist, Amanda.
But I'm thinking that is an area where people are drawn to it, and people don't there are some people who shop because they're thinking about it hard. Most people, they'll walk into a gun shop and they're like, I have to have that.
Yep.
And so attracting their attention, getting their vision on it.
Sells before anything else.
Absolutely. And I think that in the industry, I mean, there's a guy down this way that has a Superman shotgun. I'm not a shotgun girl, but
okay.
I think I
Cool.
I mean, it looks
Match your
like
shirt.
it looks like cartoons, and it was like,
So
Why not?
So you think you laugh, and I'll show you this because I can't show it on camera. You sit there and fucking laugh about this. I was in the basement. Somebody had
angry about this.
camera, but I'm scared.
Somebody
He's an angry little elf.
somebody had a Scooby-Doo handgun. That's the shoes on shirt I'm wearing is actually Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Somebody had a Scooby-Doo handgun. Here, I'm going to show it to you just to prove it.
Oh, so he took. Okay, there you go.
What
I believe
is?
it. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, it does match. It matches his
It's
shirt
literally
exactly.
a Scooby-Doo handgun.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put that in the comments of
There
the
we go.
whole thing. That
Perfect.
if you get
Perfect.
Perfect
if you
to
can
carry in
watch
the
on-
mystery
So
machine.
you laugh, but it's the thing.
did you order it?
I asked how I could get one. Yes.
I was gonna say, did
Yes.
you order it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Cerakote? Is that what
It's Cerakote.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
special.
it's, but I mean,
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bang up job. Maybe I
Every
need to
part is a different color.
Maybe I need to. Maybe just maybe I need to Cerakote. Listen to me for a minute. Just maybe I need to Cerakote a Bersa that way.
I mean,
Just saying.
send me to the right person.
Oh,
Let's
The
get it
fact
done.
that these guys know all of the swear words on Scooby Doo just cracks me up. If you're not catching that, so.
Children of the 80s.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, we're dating ourselves at this point, but that's okay.
It's
you know?
okay. I
Uh,
think when I said this was my 30th shot show, I
You already did
I
that.
tipped my glass a little bit. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we-
I think I'm 22.
Yeah,
22
it's
shotgun.
crazy.
Yeah, we got.
I don't know how I feel about that.
We got
Ah.
I'm
less than
old.
5
old.
minutes to get out of here.
real quick,
Unfortunately.
Amanda, I know you've already said the website. What else can people do to help support the reform members and all this to help push the reform ticket further?
We're at the spot right now where if you're a voting member, vote.
Vote.
Because there's so many. I mean, we have 2.5 million voting members,
Like 6 vote.
and well, no, but like 60,000, 80,000. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a sad
Yeah.
sad
I didn't
number.
realize it was that low.
But-
It's so
but most-
easy too.
Yeah.
But most people, the problem is most people don't know the board of directors members,
Yeah.
and so there's been a struggle. I've been coming to NRA stuff since the 80s. I've been coming to SHOT Show since 2004, and until Willis Lee in like 2019 introduced himself, I'd never met a board member.
Oh wow.
And so when you really think about how many people don't know the board members, that puts it on us. We've got to do a better job of being out there and doing that.
Right.
I've always been hesitant to wear my name tag because I don't want to be like, hey, look at me, blah, blah. But I think
But you
we
need
almost
to.
have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've got a responsibility to society that they can pick us out of a crowd and then come yell at us if they need to.
Sure.
But
Right.
that they can find us so that they can feel like they've met one or had an opportunity to meet one or see one
Well,
like
it's
it's a
just not
unicorn.
names on a website. They're actually people.
Yeah, you see like a unicorn out in the wild. So that's the thing. And then the second thing is we need you to join the NRA again. I mean, think about it this way. The NRA needs, and I'm gonna do this as the big pitch. The NRA needs members. It is 10 times larger than the next largest pro-gun organization. But you ought to be a member of the NRA. You ought to be a member of Second Amendment Foundation.
Mhm.
You ought to be a member of Gun Owners of America.
Absolutely.
You ought to be a member of your state organization.
Yep.
Those are the 4
Yep.
that you start with right there. You make donations to Firearms Policy Coalition.
Yep.
Look at the
FPC. Yep.
people who are fighting the fight. Look at the guys who are doing the Bruin decision. Or, I mean, and today they were hearing at the Supreme Court level the Hawaiian vampire
Oh,
rule.
were they today?
It was today,
Okay.
right? I mean, there's pro-gun stuff going through the Supreme Court. So look at the people who are leading those organizations and send them $10, right? Give them a little bit of money, give them a little bit of love, give them a little bit of support. And there's so many people who have said, well, I stopped donating to the NRA and they're never going to get another dollar. Okay, I can respect the heck out of that. But what I want to know is, did you switch your dollars
To anyone else.
to one of the other
Yeah.
ones? And they're like, well, what does that matter? I said, because I want to know the difference. Are you actually standing on your principle, or are you just a cheap bastard and that's your explanation?
There you go.
So
There you
if
go.
you
I
said
love
I switched it to another organization, I'll respect you in that decision. If you just stopped you're a gun owner and you are not helping us fight the fight, and you need to get in there and help us some way. And join the NRA is one of them, but it is just one of them.
Absolutely.
And then real quick, Island Target Radio, you guys are recording from here as well.
Yeah, we're up on Radio Row, so
they're
all
they're,
fancy
they're
schmancy.
big dogs.
we're the
He keeps us in
We
a
got you
dungeon.
guys hidden
Not that we don't love this dungeon, but we know where
Yeah.
we stand.
Yeah, Rob locks us in his love dungeon over here. She's up on the Media
I'm
Road.
up on Media Row.
Guys, come
No.
podcast in our
We're
booth.
not nationally syndicated either, so
No,
let's just,
I
there's
was gonna
that.
say on Radio Row, it is kind of like being in the aquarium. You're like one of those little fish that's just on this side of the glass, right?
Yeah.
And everybody's going through, making faces, doing
Yeah.
some stuff. So yeah.
Yep. And Rob, shot day one. Looking forward to the rest of the week, I'm guessing.
I'm looking forward to the rest of the week. Absolutely, it's been a good start for us, and we're gonna be busy. But
Yeah, we had a good dinner the other night too.
It's a great
Yes,
dinner.
sir.
I'm going there to get tonight.
That cappuccino, buddy.
best,
That cappuccino was pretty good.
Oh.
best waitress in Vegas.
She was.
She was at the end.
So you weren't there, but I think you heard us talking about the Ye Old Steakhouse
Ye old
in
steakhouse.
Knoxville, but we went with
She would have fit right in.
and the waitress we had, I think, was her daughter. Probably
Maybe, yeah.
she was a little
Yeah.
younger than her, but
We
same
had,
attitude.
Amanda, we had 7 seconds to order her. She was moving on.
Okay. I don't have time for none of you
At
guys.
the table, not
She-
individually. At
She
the
wanted
table.
to turn in our table so fast, and we ended up being there for like 2
She's
hours.
she's like, the menu's on the wall. What do you want?
Yeah.
Parmesan.
Right.
Yeah.
So
You are getting this unless you say something
Yeah,
else. You're
yeah.
getting this.
That's right.
It's pretty much what
I mean,
it
it's
was.
pretty much. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just have that. You know.
yeah, we got to go.
Yep.
Rob's got meetings with lawyers.
Yeah. Hopefully, good ones.
Thank you guys for watching this, Chris. Thank you for always. Guys, go check out Amanda. Vote for all the reform for the NRA board members. But more importantly, like you said, if you're not members of the NRA again, at least take a look and see, do they fit what your scope is looking for? Have they made the changes? And if not, will some of these reform bring the changes you're looking for? If not, at least support some Second Amendment. Thank you to Bersa.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you tomorrow a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm going to wreck your brain about the whole tariff thing and how that's
Yes.
affected everything.
Oh
But,
yeah.
it'd be great. But
I'm
thank
an
you for them.
expert. so-
Yeah, well, it's
Not that you want it to be.
yeah.
It'd be great.
No more than
But
both.
Yeah.
thank you guys for everything. Who we got coming up tomorrow?
Tomorrow, let's pull the schedule up. By the way, on the Clover Tech Instagram, there is the schedule and other places too. Tomorrow
I'll try
we've
to get
got
on my channel, but I totally
every
forgot.
day. In case you don't know, every day is WTTA in person.
Yes.
But
yes.
tomorrow, along with that, we got Glove Station, we got GOA, we got EAA, we got Girl and a Gun.
Girl and a gun.
Ooh. There you
So
go.
that'll be fun.
That'll be
So
interesting.
which one of the girls from A Girl and a Gun do you have?
I think Robin.
You have Robin. So you have the
girl with the
Girl with the gun.
Not a girl, the girl.
The girl. That girl of A Girl and a Gun. Yeah.
So join us, 3:30?
3:30 Vegas time, West Coast time. So
Pacific.
Pacific.
this is how it's called. Yeah.
Pacific.
So that would be 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern.
Somebody else can do the math. It's 3:30
I'm,
Pacific.
You're right.
I'm a Marine. I need pop-up pictures. I'm not
Right.
very smart. So
Right. So yeah, we're
It's,
out of here.
it's 15:30.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would
Sandy
be.
McCran.
It would be. Oh, well.
I need a break. I need a break. You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
it.
thanks.
Hey, short show. Thanks to the lawyers, but it's all good. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's not the
Thank
first
you,
time
guys.
we've heard that.
Bye.
Bersa has been a